Hello all and welcome back to the second video in PowerPoint VBA series, and in this video I will try to give more clarity on object model as it is very important to understand it clearly before we proceed further. Before we start, I request all the viewers to please subscribe, like and share this video and show support to my channel. So let's start with object model. I have prepared this table wherein I will start with each syntax level, and against each level I will list down its objects and in turn their methods and properties. So let's start with the application. When we refer to object at application level, we are actually referring to all the applications which are part of Microsoft package. Obviously, those applications will be Excel, Access, Word, PowerPoint and others. To see their methods, we can launch or run these applications, we can close the current instances, and also we can activate different applications. If we look at the properties, we can get the usernames and application version details and few others. Let's go one step down to working file level, and with respect to PowerPoint, it will be the working file of PowerPoint presentation. Also, when we refer to its object, it just refers to the collection of all PowerPoint files which are currently open. So to look at presentation methods, we can create brand new file, save or close the existing one, share the file, activate the file by its name. Above activate method is at the application level, but this activate method is at the presentation file level. We must understand the differences. Slide master, it's at the presentation file level, and same holds good for themes as well. Changing the color schemes, designs, page setup, layouts, passwords will all be the properties of presentation files. One step down will be our working slide within the presentation file, and when we refer to its object, it just refers to the collection of all the slides within the active presentation file. So adding, copying, duplicating, deleting any slides will be its methods, and changing the background style, renaming the slides, adding the hyperlinks will be its properties. I hope you all are getting the flow now. Next, one step down to the slide will be its shapes and text fields, and when we refer to its object, it just refers to the collection of all the shapes within the slide within the active presentation file. So the actions like selecting the shapes, applying the animation, copy, duplicate, deleting the shapes, flipping them, group and ungrouping the shapes will all be the methods, and actions like formatting the shapes, changing its fill color, adding a value to the text fields, applying shadows or reflection effects, all will be its properties. So it is particularly important to have the clear understanding of methods and properties at each syntax level against their respective objects. So always remember, everything in VBA is an object. It's not like object has to come only at the end. It can be at any instance as explained in the previous table. Every objects can have methods or properties, and we have seen them already. Methods and properties are actions we perform on any object. So always remember these 3 points. Now let's see the answer of assignment number 1. So we start with the application, that's Excel. Then go to the workbook. The user interface that we see when we launch the Excel application is technically known as workbook. Then we move towards the worksheet. I have seen few viewers mentioning like tabs, sheets, but it is technically known as worksheet. Same like our books have got many sheets into it, Excel workbook has worksheets. After worksheet, we next go to the multiple cells. I know few have mentioned just cells in their comments, but they did not mention next object, which will be a single cell. Finally, followed by methods and properties. It's worth mentioning that methods and properties will not always come at the end. There are different methods and properties applicable at every instance of object level, and we have already seen them in our table. Also, it is important to understand why we must differentiate multiple and single cells. If you are familiar with Excel merge cell option, this is a method in VBA terms and is applicable on multiple cells only. Similarly, there are few methods specific to single cells. Say for example, entering a formula into a cell. So when there is a difference in methods for any object, we must keep those objects separately. But Microsoft thought it could create some confusion for the programmers, and that's the reason they added these two objects under one object called range. This range object will have the methods and properties of single cell and also multiple cells. So the correct answer for assignment number 1 will be application, workbook, worksheet, range, methods and properties. Again, I could like to mention these methods and properties can appear at any level in our object model. So finally, it's time for assignment number 2. So please don't mind. These assignments will give some picture about the viewer's understanding and it will help me to fine-tune my next tutorials. So here is the assignment. Please comment and let me know different methods and properties of any shape within a specific slide. Shape means rectangle, triangle, circle shapes that we add into our slides. So please let me know methods and properties available for any shape within a slide. Also please provide the answer in below format, like add a keyword methods and mention all the possible methods against it. Similarly, mention properties and list down all the properties against it. You don't have to mention all the methods and properties, rather list down as many as you can, and the comment with maximum methods and properties mentioned in it will be pinned on top. So please participate in this assignment, and that's all I wanted to cover in this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for next VBA tutorial.